Hi, this is Eric Martin, Board Game Geek. I'm here with Jeremie Kletzkine, designer of millions of dollars from Madago, a game for 3 to 8 players that I hope you can give us an overview of right now.
Of course, of course.
Okay.
So,
I know we want money.
You want money, you want money.
A game called Millions of Dollars.
So we are actually together, we want to rob a bank. And we want to rob several banks. So we're going to pick one of the gangs. Okay, we have a gang. Okay. And in each gang you have several characters. Okay, so this is a hidden identity game. You actually are picking one of your characters, so you don't get the characters randomly. You will choose which character you will use for this round, okay? And the same characters that you picked, actually, you will also put in the middle of the table one of the card that describes the character that you picked. Okay. So every
for the
player
particular role that
exactly.
that character is fulfilling.
So every player will secretly put at the center of the table the characters that they picked, in parallel with putting the character that they have in the game at the center of the table. Okay? So when we will uncover who is going to the heist to rob the bank, we will uncover all of the cards but one. Okay? Okay. So in this case, you see that they are all the 5 characters seems to be different, but one of the characters we don't know who's the guy. Okay. The idea of the game is that you cannot be 2 same roles in the heist. You cannot rob the bank if there's 2 drivers. They will fight, and you can. So you have to find a way to convince the other players to leave the table and to give up their share, not to lose more than what you just had. Okay. So every characters, of course, they have specific abilities. In this game, you have absolutely no randomness. You don't have the nights when you need to close your eyes, because everything is designed so you can have interactions based on information that are on the table. So we uncovered the bank. In this bank, you have $9 million that needs to be that's shared by the people who will go to the heist. Of course, in this particular case, people seems to be very happy because there is no double characters in the game. So they may decide to go all together and to divide the $9 million by 4 shares. But in the case that you had several characters that were the same, these people would be nominated. They would lose actually you see $1 million I put on my card. I would lose this amount of money if there are a couple of people that go and with the same role as me to the heist. Okay. So this game is all about convincing others, trying to understand their roles and make sure that they are compatible with yours.
Okay. By convincing, of course, I assume you can offer them money to leave.
Oh yes, you probably should, because people are not leaving for no money. Okay. Especially but you can pretend that you are the other one and say, oh, if you're the second crick in the game, you have to pay me and then you will be alone. In this game, once we decide all to go to the heist, we start to call for all of the roles, the one after the others. If 2 people uncover the same characters, they just don't go to the heist and they're out. And then if there are 1 characters, then you apply their ability. The crick is actually stealing from the brute $2 million. So if both of them they are alone in the heist, he will take from here. But the brute also has some advantage because he doesn't lose the money that he bet to get to the heist, and also is getting an intimidation card that he can use later to force someone to reveal their characters to them. Okay. You have also the driver that will get $1 million from every person other than him that goes to the heist with him. You have also the snitch that is actually preventing one of the roles to go to the heist. If you can decide if you're the only snitch at the beginning when you go to the heist, to say you can decide that one role will not go to the heist. Okay. So in that case, for example, you can get money from other people. So you say, okay, if you don't give me money, I will prevent the driver not to go to the heist because I have to give $1 million to the driver. So I can just kick him out, etc. So you are into really a lot of discussions, negotiations. It's all about money. The first to $20 million wins the game. And of course you have very different banks with more money, less money, and it's all about how you can interact with people and have some very temporary alliances with the people playing with you. Okay.
Now the banks have pictures on the bottom.
Yeah, so those pictures is to add some spices. This picture means that if the or in this picture the brute are going to the heist, they will get $1 million more. So it's actually a role that has a bit more interest than the others. But of course, if everybody takes this role, it's going to be a problem because you need only one that makes it to the haste in order to earn the money.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And how does the play change with 3 to 8 players? I mean, obviously with 3, there's much greater chance of not.
Exactly. So 3 players, you actually play with 2 characters.
Okay.
And it works very well the same. You just have 2 characters, and they play very independently the same way. The thing that they can't be the same characters by definition makes it, very smooth. The game works really the same with 3 characters, the 3 players, than it is with more players. It's just that you have 2 characters.
Okay. And with 8, 7 or 8?
Yeah, 8.
It's designed for conflict.
Yes, exactly. For 7 and 8, you have these yellow characters just enters the game from 7 to 8 players. You don't play with the yellow mastermind. These guys actually, you add $2 million to the bounty if he's part of the haste.
Okay.
But again, it plays the exact same, and with 8 players, very smooth also, and yeah.
All right. Thanks very much for the overview.
Thank you very much for your time.